Welcome to the channel. I'm Jordan, and today we're diving into the heart of the Motor City, Detroit. Detroit's got soul, history, and a comeback story, but like any city, there are areas you need to know about before you visit. Today, we're breaking down the 10 Detroit neighborhoods travelers should think twice about. This isn't about fear, it's about being smart, staying safe, and making the most of your trip. Let's get into it. Number 10 on our list is Brightmoor, a neighborhood in Detroit that, at first glance, might sound like a welcoming place. The name itself conjures images of sunny streets and friendly neighbors, but the reality here is far more complicated and challenging. Brightmoor has a long history, once a thriving, working-class community, but over the decades, it has faced significant decline due to economic hardship, population loss, and disinvestment. Today, the area is marked by overgrown vacant lots, rows of abandoned homes, and boarded-up storefronts that hint at better days gone by. Many of the houses have been left to the elements, their windows shattered and their yards overtaken by weeds. The lack of basic amenities like grocery stores, pharmacies, and community centers makes daily life here a struggle for residents, and it's not a place where visitors will find much comfort or convenience. Crime is a serious concern in Brightmoor. Both property crime and violent crime rates are much higher than the national average, and the presence of police cars patrolling the streets is a common sight. Graffiti and broken windows are everywhere, serving as constant reminders of the challenges the community faces. For someone unfamiliar with the area, it can feel intimidating and unsafe, especially after dark. As a visitor, you'll quickly realize that you stand out. The streets are often empty, and it's easy to feel exposed or out of place. Without local knowledge, it's hard to know which blocks are safe to walk down and which should be avoided altogether. Even during the day, the atmosphere can feel tense and unwelcoming. Instead of being able to relax and enjoy your surroundings, you'll likely find yourself constantly looking over your shoulder, alert to your environment. The sense of unease is hard to shake, and it's not the kind of place where you'd want to linger or explore on your own. If you're hoping to find a cozy cafe or a welcoming restaurant, you'll be disappointed. Hotels and dining options are extremely limited, and most businesses that once served the community have long since closed their doors. The lack of services only adds to the feeling of isolation and insecurity. Unless you have a trusted local guide who knows the area well, it's best to steer clear of Brightmoor. The risks simply outweigh any potential rewards, and even locals will tell you that some parts of the neighborhood are best avoided altogether. Safety should always come first when exploring a new city. Fortunately, Detroit is a city of neighborhoods, and there are plenty of other areas that are vibrant, welcoming, and full of life. From bustling markets to friendly local businesses, you'll find communities eager to share their culture and history with visitors. There's no need to put yourself at risk when there are so many safer, more enjoyable places to discover. So, while Brightmoor's story is an important part of Detroit's past and present, it's not a place we recommend for travelers. Stay tuned, we're just getting started. Let's move on to the next neighborhood on our list. Number 9 is Warrendale, a large West Side neighborhood with deep roots. For travelers, the main concern is safety. Crime rates are high, and serious incidents aren't uncommon. Bars on windows and doors tell you residents feel the need for extra security. Warrendale is mostly residential, with few amenities for visitors. Public transportation is limited, and the area can feel unwelcoming, especially after dark. If you're worried about your safety, you can't enjoy your trip. For most tourists, Warrendale is best admired from a distance. Let's keep going. Number 8 on our list is Franklin Park, a neighborhood in Detroit that has seen better days. Once a thriving community, Franklin Park now stands as a stark reminder of the challenges facing many urban areas across the country. As you enter the neighborhood, you'll notice the faded street signs and the quiet, almost somber atmosphere that hangs in the air. The economic distress here is hard to miss. Many of the homes are boarded up, their windows covered with plywood, and the yards are often overgrown with weeds. Once busy storefronts now sit empty, their signs faded and their doors locked. The commercial buildings that used to serve as gathering places for the community are now silent, echoing the struggles of the residents who remain. Safety is a major concern in Franklin Park. Crime rates are significantly higher than the city average, and the streets can feel deserted and unsafe, especially after dark. Police presence is noticeable, but it's clear that law enforcement faces an uphill battle here. Walking around at night is not recommended as the risk of encountering trouble is simply too high. For visitors, the sense of isolation is palpable. You'll likely find yourself walking alone, with very few people out and about. The usual signs of a vibrant, welcoming neighborhood, like bustling sidewalks, open shops, and friendly faces, are noticeably absent. Even the murals and public art which once brought color and life to the area now appear faded and neglected. If you do find yourself in Franklin Park, it's best to keep your visit brief. Move with purpose, stay aware of your surroundings, and trust your instincts. The overgrown sidewalks and empty streets can make anyone feel uneasy, and it's wise not to linger longer than necessary. Despite these challenges, it's important to remember that Franklin Park is home to many resilient and hardworking people. Community events still happen, and neighbors look out for one another. However, for travelers and those unfamiliar with the area, the risks far outweigh the rewards. Detroit is a city with so much to offer, from its vibrant downtown to its beautiful riverwalk and lively neighborhoods. There are plenty of safer, more welcoming places to explore. So for now, let's keep moving and discover the best that Detroit has to offer. Number 7 on our list is Fitzgerald, a neighborhood in Detroit that's been making headlines for both its challenges and its potential. Fitzgerald sits in the northwest part of the city, and if you drive through, you'll notice a mix of old charm and new beginnings. The streets are lined with classic Detroit homes, some beautifully restored, others still waiting for a second chance. There's a real sense of hope here. Revitalization projects are underway, with new parks being built and community gardens popping up where vacant lots once stood. The city and local organizations are investing in Fitzgerald, aiming to transform it into a vibrant, thriving community. You'll see signs of progress everywhere, from construction crews hard at work to banners that read "Live, Work, Grow." But despite these efforts, Fitzgerald is still very much a work in progress. Renewal sits right next to decay. It's not uncommon to see a beautifully renovated home standing proudly beside one that's boarded up and forgotten. This contrast is striking, and it's a reminder that change takes time. The neighborhood's patchwork of hope and hardship means that if you're not careful, you could easily take a wrong turn and find yourself in a less safe area. Crime rates in Fitzgerald remain higher than the city average, and the abundance of vacant properties only adds to the risk. These empty lots and abandoned buildings can attract unwanted activity, making some blocks feel deserted and unsafe, especially after dark. The graffiti and broken windows tell a story of a neighborhood that's still fighting to reclaim its identity. If you're browsing Airbnb or rental listings, you might come across some inviting homes in Fitzgerald. The photos can be appealing: fresh paint, modern updates, and cozy interiors. But it's important to remember that the surrounding area might not match the listing's charm. A beautiful house can sit on a block where many homes are still empty or in disrepair, and that can impact your experience as a visitor. For now, Fitzgerald is better suited for pioneers than tourists. It's a place for those who are passionate about urban renewal, who want to be part of a community's comeback story, or who don't mind a little adventure. If you're looking for a typical tourist experience, you might find Fitzgerald a bit too rough around the edges at this stage. But don't write it off completely. Fitzgerald is changing, and the transformation is happening right before our eyes. With each new project, each renovated home, and each community event, the neighborhood inches closer to its potential. Give it a few more years, and it could become one of Detroit's most inspiring comeback stories. So, for your trip this year, keep Fitzgerald on your watch list, not your visit list. It's a neighborhood worth keeping an eye on, and who knows, your next visit to Detroit might just include a stop in a revitalized Fitzgerald. Number 6 is Gratiottown and Kettering, on Detroit's east side. The area is marked by industrial decay and economic hardship, abandoned factories and hollowed-out blocks. There are almost no tourist amenities here, no hotels, shops, or cafes. The environment feels isolated and can be confusing to navigate. Crime is a serious issue, with both property and violent incidents common. For travelers, the risks far outweigh any potential rewards. This is a chapter of Detroit's story you can read about, not experience firsthand. Steer your plans toward neighborhoods ready to welcome you. Number 5 is Poletown East. Once a vibrant community, it was largely demolished for a GM plant, leaving scars and empty land. The area feels disjointed, with little sense of community or place. Sparse population and open spaces create opportunities for crime. Poor lighting and deserted streets make it risky, especially at night. There's little here for tourists, no attractions, few amenities. Poletown East is a powerful lesson in urban change, but not a place for visitors. Skip it and focus on Detroit's uplifting spots. Number 4 is Petoskey Otsego, in the heart of the West Side. Blight is everywhere. Vacant buildings outnumber occupied ones on some blocks. This creates real safety risks, as empty structures attract illegal activity. Crime rates are among the city's highest, including violent crime. As an outsider, you're especially vulnerable. There are no hotels, restaurants, or tourist sites, just struggle. My advice? Avoid it. The risks are high, and there's no reward. Detroit's beauty is elsewhere. Number 3 is Riverdale, also known as the Far West Side. It's shockingly isolated, with almost no services, no grocery stores, banks, or retail. If you run into trouble here, help is far away. Riverdale is one of Detroit's most dangerous neighborhoods, with high crime and little police presence. There are no attractions or hidden gems to justify the risk. For travelers, Riverdale shouldn't even be on your radar. Focus on Detroit's vibrant core and welcoming communities. Number 2 is Chaldean Town, once a thriving cultural hub. Now it's marked by poverty, blight, and an exodus of residents. The crime rate is exceptionally high, making it one of Detroit's most violent areas. The atmosphere is tense, with abandoned storefronts and a sense of lawlessness. Even driving through can be frightening. The cultural richness is overshadowed by daily struggles for safety. As a traveler, the risks are simply too great. Please, for your own well-being, stay away. Number 1 is Fishcorn, Detroit's most challenging neighborhood for travelers. Poverty and unemployment are extreme, and blight is everywhere. The crime rate is astronomical, one of the highest in the country. For visitors, the risk to personal safety is as high as it gets. There's nothing here for tourists. No attractions, no hidden gems. This isn't about judging residents, it's about your safety. Detroit's comeback hasn't reached Fishcorn yet. For your peace of mind, heed this warning and stay away. That's our look at Detroit's 10 most challenging neighborhoods for travelers. Remember, this isn't about fear, it's about knowledge and making smart choices. Detroit is full of amazing places, but knowing where to go is key to a great trip. If you found this helpful, please subscribe and help us keep travelers safe and informed. Thanks for watching and trusting me to give it to you straight. Be smart, be safe, and never stop exploring. Until next time, I'm your man, Jordan. God bless.